Ignorance in here. DK is in here, man. Appreciate you guys being here. Let me see. Oh, it's cool, bro. Thanks for always scheduling your lives when I'm at work. You're right. Hey, that's what I do, bro. It's just always doing travel. And that's what we doing in 2025, man. What's going on, everybody, man? Welcome in. It is 2025. And if I didn't say Happy New Year already, Happy New Year. We are in the seventh day. I look down at my watch as if I have a date window here, and I don't. And so I'm going to ask you guys to kind of bear with me today because we're going to tackle a number of topics today. So I'm taking off my watch of the day. Is the first by Kokomo Watch Company, which is right here in the state of Indiana. There you go. Getting a lot of glare. We're going to be doing, I'm going to go over this watch in a little more detail than before. I did post it to my timeline on Instagram and Facebook. And I've been wearing this for the past few days. So, Dwight, what's going on, man? Watchman 54, Scott, welcome in. What's going on, y'all? Welcome in. Appreciate you guys being here. Good morning, and good morning. All right, so I want to talk about this year's predictions on watches, reviews, and what your watch says about you type of deal. And if you saw the thumbnail, you know the type of energy I'm on. And I want to say this before I even get started, man. I've been a fan of WWE for a long time. Long time. I think since like 84, somewhere around there, right? And last night was their debut with Netflix, their partnership with Netflix, man. I watched it man, it was nice. It was nice. I enjoyed it. Say what you will about wrestling. It's entertainment. But that's a part of another reason why I'm doing this, because I went through YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and even TikTok. And the one thing that's constant is there's all these predictions. We do it every year. We listen to the predictions, but there are a group of people that are sort of ignored when it comes to watches because the number one, Rolex, AP, Tag, Omega, these are watch companies that are going to always be talked about flat out because they are the top of the top. They are the high standard. But I talked to a collector last night. I talked to a few collectors a few days ago, but like me and this collector, we're going to talk about what we talked about last night. So first I want to get into watch trends. 14% increase, Rolex. Some people didn't care when they heard this news because they'll never own Rolex. They don't care about it. They think it's overhyped or hyped. It's a hype watch. It's a hype brand. But that is the money watch. That is the money company. I'm not going to say the money watch. That's the money company. Rolex does it well. Like, the marketing is crazy. Nathaniel, what's going on? Welcome in, bro. All driving, so can't text much. Oh, what's up? Joe, what's going on, bro? Yeah, be safe, man. Don't eyes front, young man. Eyes front. Oscar, man. Buenos dias. Good morning. Yeah. Get out of here. All right, so we know that I looked at Chrono 24, and there were several, I guess, talking heads that were discussing watch predictions for Rolex. What could possibly be different, because Rolex had a mild year for 2024. For those of you guys that care, they brought out the Deep Sea, which they're calling the Gold Brick. And you know what's crazy is everybody was negative on this watch in a nice way, right? I guess because it's Rolex, they really didn't want to dog it. Versus if it was a Jacob and Co, right, or a Hublot, or something like that, or even Victor, they just said nobody was asking for such a heavy, big watch. It wasn't a obtainable piece by some. It was just ridiculous, nicely. And this year could be the year of Rolex, right? And I'm like, okay, yeah, for the Rolex fan club, right? Because Gotta be honest, man. Um, that news does nothing for me. It does nothing for some of the people that I know that follow watches. What's up, House X? Welcome in. I see you in there. Snow has settled. Now it's freezing. Yeah, it's cold here. Timepiece Tony. How you making it, sir? How are you making it? And we need to talk, man. I need to talk to you later on today. So not to harp on the whole like what they're gonna do because you know one thing I know, and just to talk this whole prediction talk, it really don't matter what company does what. If you are Omega, you could bring out another Speedmaster or a I don't know, a Seamaster in a different color. It's not even a guarantee that there'll be another James Bond movie, let alone a contract or what's the word I'm looking for? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Like, there's not a guarantee that there's going to be another James Bond movie, let alone a watch, right? Partnership, if you will. So, but I know whatever company brings out, I don't care what Rolex bring out, which people are predicting or asking for a new Milgauss. I even heard one this morning. They're looking. I don't know what the Milgauss looked like before. They say they had a rotating bezel. I know I have to go and research that myself, but people are looking for that. Titanium is, for some people, they're like, yo, that was the theme last year. 2024, titanium watches went crazy, right? In a number of companies. And I have one here that I'm going to show you. Oh, I've shown this before, right? Y'all seen this before. But what is so special about this watch right here? Because I'm like, how do you switch gears? This is an Aragon, by the way. Aragon. This is one of the dive masters, right? Ceramic insert. You got sapphire crystal, and it's powered by a Miyota. But everything else on here is titanium. The grade, I imagine it's a grade 1. The watch was $175. Then it went up to like $200. It's still a good deal. You got a Miyota, and it's less than $300. Right? So, hold on. I got to get my handy dandy helper. So, yeah. This right here, ceramic insert right here, it gives it that wet look to it, right? All titanium, and it does not taper. The bracelet does not taper. Now this is going to go from titanium, talking about that, to watch reviews on YouTube, because it's all connected. It's all connected. I don't know how you guys feel, and I'm gonna ask you guys in the chat. Please respond on this one, man. Do you buy watches based off of reviews? Whatever you see on YouTube, do you buy watches off of that? Do you just try? Do you just go for it? I'm curious. I need to know this. I may even do a poll in the chat, possibly. Uh-oh. I just made a mess, y'all. Hold on. My coffee here, she just... Oh, I sure will, sir. I will hit you up. I will definitely hit you up. We need to talk. I need you to come back on, too. And this is for anybody else, man. Let's talk watches this year, man. What did you collect? Let's do our Who's Next watch extravaganza. I used to do this years ago where I just bring up different collectors and you guys do sort of a state of the collection live. Oh, that coffee's hitting. You said no. Okay. Well, I want to go through something. So you see on this watch, the design language of it, right? Pretty thick piece. And you know what? I think I have my calipers with me. Oh, it's right here. I just want to see how thick this watch is because I forgot how thick it was. That's one thing about when you're collecting as many watches as I do, you tend to forget some stuff. So 13.2. So this watch is 13.2 millimeters thick. Sizable case. Really nice timepiece, right? But you see there's no taper, so when it hits the wrist. And I saw a review. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Bodberry watch company. Bodberry, the first time I saw them was last year on Amazon. They had like a, I think it was a field watch, I believe. Field watch. and it was like $85. Really nice looking watch. People were saying that this was like the nicest timepiece. So now they have divers. They got like this diver, and I believe that the crown is at the 4 o'clock. I saw a review on it yesterday, and the reviewer tore that watch apart. Then they sent it to him, right? They gave him the watch, and he talked about the pros and cons, right? And it was one thing that I do respect what the reviewer said. Just because they gave me this watch does not, you know, just give you a pass on if I'm gonna just be nice about it. And I'm talking about he picked it apart. He tore that watch apart. But you know what? This is what I really want to talk about today on watch reviews. So this one right here, this watch right here, will we? Oh, upside down. Sorry. This watch right here. I can only assume that some would say, okay, how big is this? This watch looks big. Well, let's measure it. Go from the 10 to the 4. 45 and some change, like 45.3. All right, and that may be like, yo, that's kind of big, bro. But like, you're basing it off of stuff that you like. I have no problem with this. I love the way it just fits. And man, I don't know, man. It's just like robust heroism, if you will. Now, the beautiful thing about this watch is Wing has his own design language. Does not kind of spill over. And this is the conversation what we were talking about. Invicta and Aragon are sort of like the Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali of watches in that genre. Who comes out on top? We'll talk about that a little later in this live, because I got a couple things I want to get to. Bob Berry, no. Bob Berry, B.O. No, not the cologne. Not Burberry. That's Burberry. I don't buy into the hype. If I like it and can afford it, I get it. Not because others say so. All right, I'm gonna pin that comment. So if you watching this on replay, we're 12 minutes in, and if you made it this far, we gonna go into it's gonna be a review story time, because I'm gonna talk about a couple companies actually. I'm a bit of a rebel buyer. If I see a lot of people sporting a certain thing, it turns me off. I've always been like that. If I see something that looks nice, no one has it, I'm all over it. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. That is an interesting way to buy. I like that. That's cool. And you know what? I'll say this, Luciano. It is, with me, I do watch a lot of reviews. I like to hear the history. I like to see what's out there. Not to say that I'm going to buy it, but there are certain watches that I see and it's like, that's beautiful. That is amazing. Oh, that's dope. And this was one of them. When I first saw Aragon, this was one of them. Now, Aragon, you can't put this up against. Hold on. Let's do this. Completely different design language. So I have my Tissot with me. So if you pair both of these watches, you see how the Tissot has a distinctive look to it. The design scheme is completely different than this watch right here, right? And is the Tissot a better watch than this one? If we put it on a spec sheet, right? You have, and you can't compare the two, because you have a 3-hander right here, then you got a chronograph. This one is Valjoux, Swiss made. That's going to automatically be at the top, but it also comes down to like what you just said. You're a bit of a rebel. Did anyone pick up any of the Invicta Montrez Prestige watches? Bro, here, let me hold up. No, I did not, and I'm gonna tell you why. We're gonna get it. I hope you got some time, bro, because I'm gonna get to that. I promise I'm gonna get to that. I promise I'm gonna get to the whole Invicta thing and that Montrez Prestige. And I am going to be that guy today. All right. But let me get, because I want to review. I'm gonna review this one a little bit, and I'm gonna review the company Invicta against. Well, let's just talk about this. Aragon. For those people that don't know about Aragon, I have a number of them, but that doesn't matter to you, right? Because, like, hey, you collect what you like. This may not be your design language. But one thing about Aragon that I like the most is his attention to detail, and the customer. He takes a stance like Nike, right? Nike did a great job, does a great job with adhering to their fan base, right? And they go off of the algorithm from social media. And it's funny because this is a part of their predictions and what watch companies are doing right now. They are starting to adhere to the customer, right? It's like you should have been doing that, but this is what makes Nike so popular. Christopher Ward does it. Christopher Ward listens to the customer and they put stuff out that, and they handle business a little different, right? Case in point, will micro brands ever triumph like a major brand? And they will never take the place of like the big names. But I can tell you this: from the time Brown Girl Bella, yo, what's going on, girl? How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in, yo. Hey y'all. She here. She here. Hey, she's super legit. She in the chat, man. That's Brown Girl Bella. I see you, girl. Anyone pay? Okay, buy a Rolex one. Yeah, she is. I can hear you say. I can hear you saying that too. Oh my gosh! Thank you so much. Happy New Year, young lady. I was watching your show. I was talking on the phone when your show was on the other day, and I wanted to type in that purse clashes with my eye color. So real or fake, I can't fool with it. I can't. You know what is crazy? We can actually compare. I'm gonna get. Don't worry, y'all. I'm back on. I'm stay on topic. You can actually compare micro brand watches versus real watches, right? Or the big brands, like this right here. That right there. You know what? You know what happens? Why do we have the counterfeit market? Why do we have fake? Why do we have these copycats? It's because people love the designs. I don't know if this is true or not, but I think Rolex is probably the most copied watch today, possibly. And they copy a lot. They copy APs, they copy Pateks and stuff like that. They copy IWC. And there was somebody in my chat, the video I did years ago, I did on fake Invicta, and they asked the question, why are people making fake Invicta? Well, answer that yourself. Think about it, right? If you can buy a product, right, case, movement, and it costs you $25 per unit, and you can sell that thing for $80, right? You make a small profit. You cut into that margin of what Invicta can make. You're like, hey, wait a minute, I could just buy this Invicta. Somebody did it. They were selling $59 Invicta pieces on Facebook. Got a lot of people. My old boss bought a fake Invicta, right? And she showed it to me. I was like, oh no, baby girl, that's awful. It's awful, but she didn't know. She didn't have a reference, right? So my thing, that comes back, like coming full circle, to hear that watch companies are starting to listen to, like some of the big brands are starting to listen to, like Citizen, for example. Citizen literally is not your grandfather's watch company anymore. They have made some amazing designs. They have done the super titanium. They've put all type. Matter of fact, here I got you. This one was held like one of the best watches for last year, and it was this was overseas. This thing released overseas at first, right? And you can still access it and get it, but it was non-hacking and still a dope watch, a different concept. But look, it has sort of like Rolex and with the integrated bracelet, presidential bracelet. It's crazy, man. This watch it does it. It does it. Even though something that's not talked about is the pain in the butt crown. That's the one thing. That's the one thing about this watch that I do not like, because you have to fumble around with it. It's like, ugh. Yeah. Now, granted, I have Squale that has that, but it's a lot easier to get it out. It is. It's just a lot easier. But this one, if you don't have fingernails, if you got like the fat thing, bro, you would literally have to get something and pop that crown out. So, but it's still amazing looking watch, right? But again, they know the design language, and they know what the customer, what people are looking at. They paid attention to, even if it wasn't their customer, they're trying to attract everybody else. Happy New Year hugs. Okay, I got that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Kimosabi. Welcome in, Long Ranger. Yes, before I got my Cartier watch, I did so much research on the brand. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Brown, yeah, you know what? Brown girl, you and your Cartier, you go, girl. That's dope, though. I mean, but you do have to. That'll be your best interest, man. And I tell anybody this: you have to know the design language that matches with you, because there are a bunch of reviewers, and I think sometimes reviewers, getting back to what I would, with the Barberry, I would say anybody that goes to Barberry, you like watches like Invicta and Aragon. That would be an alternative for you, because where the the reviewer chopped the watch in half, there's people that love that design language, and that's the thing too about reviews, man. Take that with a grain of salt, but they're I think one of the downsides to a review, to an actual watch review, is the fact that we experience, for those that's reviewing, you experience so much. So if you have reviewed an AP or Vacheron, and then you come down to a company like, and I'm gonna say Omega, and I say Omega for this, Deep Blue, right? And y'all see why I say Omega. You see up here, helium escape valve. This is a dive watch, and it has the design language of a dive watch. Maybe, I mean, I guess you can say Omega just because of that. But this is a great alternative to trying to get that. And this is, I wouldn't even call it an alternative if you don't. I mean, if you just buy the watch because you like, I'm not spending over $150. That's the watch that you're gonna get. So that's a part of your main collection. I wouldn't say it's alternative to anything. May have the same design cues. But hey, you know what? I like that. But again, I think that just falls down onto that. I wouldn't call it an alternative until you know about the other piece. You may just see this like off top of seeing it, like if you're scrolling through Instagram. You say, oh, that's a nice watch. Because that happens. That happens. I'm telling you. I've talked to too many people. I've been on YouTube for 6 years. And I got the comments where people saying, hey, man, that's a nice watch. What company is that? And I'll tell them, and they're like, and I say, well, this is like a homaging this, and it was some people like, what the heck is a homage? What does that mean? So we can't just assume that everybody is privy to that information. Let me see. I still want a Rolex. Hey, price is going up. A secondary market. That's all I can tell you. Brown girl, I don't know if you answered this or not. If you can get a Rolex, which one would you get? There's just nothing on the market that has the creativity that the older model Invicta had. And I don't see anything worth buying anymore. Okay, you guys forced my hand. Now, let me see where we at. We're 23 minutes into it. So let's skip to the part, and I'm going to get back to this watch that I got right here. Let's jump right into the realm of Invicta. All right, we can double back, because I really want to touch some other topics here, but let's jump into that. So, conversation I had last night was about Invicta and the lack thereof. For anybody that's been collecting Invicta watches for a long time, you may have heard, I'm sure you heard it from somebody else. You probably came through an airport and saw Invicta store. You went on cruises, you see the Invicta stuff, the yellow boxes, all that stuff, right? So since 1991, Invicta has been a massive part of the way people collect watches. People have, like, the way it was presented, it was almost like people that collect matchboxes, or people that like the cars, Hot Wheels or something like that. It became more of a collectible item than just a timepiece. And the great thing about it is people were aware of Rolex and companies, the Swiss-made companies, and now Invicta is saying, hey, I know you like Rolex, I know you like this, but I have a watch that has a movement that's made in Switzerland. I could put it in this watch that has a very unique design because, and I'm going to pick on nomadic right now, right? Explore, expedition vibes, right? Gotta watch, if you will. So you're looking at this design right here, very wearable, right? And then you come with Invicta, right? Boom! Look at that, big, bold. That sucker's in your face. It's like it's all black, no taper on it, man. Butterfly clasp, what the heck? Gold case back, and what's going on back here? Swiss made goodness. This watch right here is heavy. Look at the T-lug system. This is completely left field. Screw down crown. You got like 1,000 meters of water resistance. And this was the pride of life for Invicta. This right here was the pride of life. And since Invicta's inception or reemergence on the scene, they have given the most wildest, the most elaborate, just crazy no, I'm good, thank you. Just crazy stuff, and people loved it. People joined in on it. And you know, the one thing the company, I think, did a great job is like when they did the cruises, right? It was all inclusive, and everybody just felt like, hey, I'm a part of something. It was more of a movement. But then you had people that noticed the trend that Invicta was going from, like, they would ditch a design and go to something else. And they went from having 16 models to 24 models to right now 56 plus. Let's just say 56 plus. They have so many different ones, and then they own companies like S. Koifman, which is in the toilet. Chase Door, which back in the day, like, that looks like a Breitling right there, right? You don't know what's going on with them, but this is actually a pretty nice watch. This thing, really nice watch. And then they come out with, they adhere to, because right now people are going crazy over Swiss made. This one is boasting a Swiss made watch. And some people are like, how did he do it? Does Invicta have a factory? Because some people will do a fact check. They will search and see. They own glycine, right? They own, and this is one of my favorite watches right here. Glycine Airman. Oh, and this one, hold on, let me go back. This does not have a name. They just call it the R150, and it's powered by the Ronda R150 Swiss movement, which AL has a partnership with. I think they're friends. He's friends with the CEO, the president, or whatever. I don't know what his position is in the company. Invicta has fallen off. Oh, yo, I'm getting old. Strap in, baby, because we going there. Hold on, Tony White is in the building. It must be hard trying to promote these ordinary looking watches. You know what? The thing about it, if you have a design language, man, if you know what you like, man, I would just say stick with that. And then, I mean, because you'll see a lot of different watches on here. Like, the watches that I have in my collection do it for me. I know some of them just, people are like, I'll pass. For example, one of my favorite pieces right here, Hamilton. But staying in line with the Invicta story, I just want to make sure I get all of the comments. Brown girl out here on another budget. Either the Datejust or the presidential, but I want sapphire and diamond bezel. Would you buy a pre-owned? I know it's, matter of fact, hit me up on Instagram. I have somebody that can track some stuff down for you at a reasonable price. And I'll put you in direct with him. And if it work out for you, yeah, I got a guy. There's another place that I know that has a number of those Rolexes and stuff like that. A bit pricey, but yeah, I got a guy that, like, he wheels and deals, because he worked as a Rolex distributor. Now, not so much, because the climate changed around him. People start going for Citizen over Rolex. More affordable, more obtainable. Repair, if you got to repair something, that's other thing too people don't think about. But okay, Invicta has fallen off. Let me stay on this Invicta train real quick. Let me get that beanie. I can get one. I can get some more. Yes, those are my favorite. I love vintage pieces. 36 millimeter Datejust. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can find that. I know what one is right now. Pre-owned is definitely the move for sure. I know I got look. All right. So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. This watch is called the Sabako Number One. This is by Invicta. This right here, carbon fiber dial, does it has like a dark lume on it, so the lume doesn't last. I'm talking about you shine on it, it lets you know that it works, but then it's gone. I'm talking about maybe 4 minutes. It's completely dark. Rotating bezel, 120 click, screw down crown, right? And if we go through the spec sheet, this one it doesn't have a what do you call that? Helium escape valve. But this thing has like 1,000. It could dive deep. The way they constructed this watch, it's a deep diver. But this watch is based off of water sports. It's the water dragon, Sabakwa. Noma, his children's initials. And you'll think off of just that, and just having that Swiss-made moniker on it, you'll think that they will stay in that realm. They will stay in that, hey, this is the pride of life. You know, it's like when you think about Mercedes-Benz, right? And you say the G-Wagon, people are like, oh yeah, that's that right there, the G. And that's what this brand, that's how he presented it. And then he allowed, I don't know what he allowed or why he allowed it, but like they started making lesser parts, right? They putting cheaper movements in it. The build quality wasn't there, like how people that has been collecting Invicta since the 90s can tell you that there's a different build quality than today's watch. And then I want to get to Watchman. You said Montrez Prestige. Here's my problem with that. I said it earlier. Nike looks at the analytics for, or how many people post their shoes and what the customers are saying, and then they make adjustments, right? Nike is a conglomerate. I mean, huge. I don't have to tell y'all. And does that make Nike the best shoe? No. But as far as marketing, they're like the Rolex of Nike of shoes, right? It doesn't have to be the best quality, but doggone it, they listen. People saying they want this, they want that, they do it. They make adjustments. And I don't know how much pain it would take for them. But think about this. Why would you put out a product that people didn't ask for? And you keep doing it and keep doing it. Well, people with Invicta have been asking for the same thing over and over and over and over again. Hey, can you bring back some of those older designs? Can you, like, we want that Swiss-made moniker to mean something. We want this because there's other companies out here that's providing stuff, and I don't want to go to those companies. I want to stay right here with Invicta. And what did they do? There's a bunch of things that they did that they didn't do. And it shows that, does this CEO actually care about the customer? Doesn't look like it. It's all about business. But even that, I can imagine that an actor or an actress, all of them have this ability to get on the silver screen and entertain us or bring us news and stuff like that. That doesn't make them compatible with speaking to the mountain public. They may not like you, or may not like to be touched or approached, but they work at, like, they do a good job. And hey, look, how you doing? They give you a little bit of time out there, and they're like, okay, I gotta go. Not with Invicta, man. People have been asking for the same thing, and it's not like it's as if right now Invicta does not care about their core collector. Every 4 years they switch something up, and it's like they get, hey, this group of collectors, we need new. Now, Watchman 54, you asked about the Montrez Prestige. I'm gonna tell you what I don't like about that. That watch is $699, $499. That is the exact same watch that you can buy. Any of you guys can buy that watch right now from AliExpress, from Alibaba, and put your name on it. You can put whatever, you can send them a design, they will put it on there. So Montrez's name, title has been used with other companies back in the day. And I forgot what it meant. I think it has something to do with overseas, or boutique, or something. It's something, I don't know. It's something. You guys can look it up and see, but that's the thing that I didn't like. When I saw it air, I looked at it, I said, I can't believe, because I knew about the watch already. And then there was actually somebody in the chat said, hey, that's a Pindu. That watch is from, I'm sitting there like, yeah, that's, and they're asking $700 for a watch that has a cheap. Some of them got quartz. Some of them just got the NH35 or just some unknown um, Chinese movement in it. And not saying that the movement isn't going to be effective or work for you, but why would you do that to your core collectors? And why that? Why that brand? Like, and they're pretty much Jacob and Co. knockoffs. And it just blew my mind. And there's people that's buying it. I'm like, yo, why are you doing that to your collectors, man? Why are you doing that? Like, that is, and you're not at Shop HQ anymore. You're not at JTV anymore. You're doing the Invicta Europe shows is playing periodically, but that's doing us no good unless you're overseas. If you're overseas, then you can buy from Invicta Europe. But for the people in the States, dude, your core collectors, you're not putting out anything. And then there's been this liquidation sale. So yes, the chat, like in the chat, you put that Invicta fell off. Oh, they've been falling hard, man. It's all about money, and it's like he doesn't show face, right? And it's just, I don't know, man. It's one of them things where I've been a part of it, and AL and his team got in the bed with all of his collectors with this whole family vibe. And bro, like, this is the worst family abuse I've ever seen. If that's what you're gonna do, if you're gonna be a businessman and keep it straight business, don't ride the whole family wave. That's not working, because like you got people that's turned off. Happy New Year, JC. What's going on? Trap got all the watches. I ain't got none. How many watches do you have now? Sheesh. Whew, child. I don't know. I haven't done a count. I got two. Let's say I got several cases full of watches. Several cases full. Bare minimum 15 slot. I got a 50 slot that case too. Yeah. And that got all my old Invicta and Aragon in it, or Android. But my current cases. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. You see how I switched. My current case, I have two 12 slots that I rotate through all the time. And there's a lot of micro brands, but I got Citizen. I have, oh man, my Ecozillas. I got the one case, actually got that from Random Rob. It has the glass top, which that's why I put my Citizens in, so I can get that light. He said Trap got all the watches. A reasonable price Sea Hunter would make my collection. That's the other thing too, Joker. Right now, I just looked on InvictaStores.com. They went up on price on everything. $100 to $120 price increase. They just went up, and I'm like, yo. So that is geared towards a new collector, because the old collectors they're not going for it. They're not going for it. I just bought. You just got this hat. Have you seen JT prices? Yeah, I seen them, man. The mid-tier and luxury market are getting clobbered right now. Yeah, yes, they are. I'm craving a purchase, LOL, saving for a Cartier Santos, but want to grab a Seiko Alpinist green dial right now. Oh, I don't know if that sale still going on, man. That's the cheapest I've ever seen an Alpinist right now. Two places I'm gonna tell you. Go. I didn't put it in the chat. I mean, in my description. Exquisite has one, or call my man Jake over there in Trifecta. He may still have some in, and just talk to him, because like I have a discount code over there, and if you tell him I sent you over there, he'll take care of you. It's sad to say for us Invicta collectors. Yet Bertoni, it's over with, bro. Okay, you have as many watches I had shoes and makeups. Yeah, let's just say that. Invicta Group is focusing on their race team, 50K plus, just to have a race team. We're being forgotten about. No, hey, bro, listen, I don't think we were ever thought of. We wasn't considered like that. And this isn't just me. Here's the deal. Let me say this. I will never tell you the collectors that said it, but the number of collectors that I talk to have expressed, if they've seen AL out in public, right? down in Florida, whatever the case is, and he gets in this position where like he don't want to be talked to, he don't whatever, right? And you think about how many watches, and like that's the first thing you that just general, just talk, speak in general. The first thing is, dude, I spent all this money on these watches because that's what I like, but you presented it in such a way where you made me feel that I'm a part of something. I'm a part of a movement. And think about this. Look at the Rolex community. The marketing, people love that. Rolex is a money watch, a money company. Omega is a phenomenal company. It's big. Like they're older, right? You got people that like. I'm telling you, I am a Hamilton fan. Hamilton fanboy with I like Tissot. Tissot puts out an amazing timepiece. Where's my Tissot at? I wear this watch a lot, man. Like this watch right here is it, man. This thing like good cheesecake, boy. Quit playing with me, man. Whew. Boy, this watch is phenomenal. But then you got this. Now this isn't a Tudor. First look, you're like, okay, I see the snowflake hand, but dude, they did a good job. Sam Martin made this watch, and it's homaging the Tudor brand. And I've seen, and I don't particularly care about somebody else's opinion about, well, why buy a lesser watch when you can buy the real one? No, I'm not, because the Black Bay Pro, that's, even if I bought it used, it's $3,200. I don't want to spend $3,200 when I can spend $160 right here. NH34, boom. I don't even use it. Now the what you call the GMT hand is set for the UK. I'm not particularly. I don't care. It's a great watch. It wears well. But then we don't talk about what's his name, Pete Conrad. That's what he. Yeah, he is. He worked for. Was he a naval captain? I think he was. Yeah, he was a naval captain. Became an astronaut. And 1953, this watch comes out. This variation comes out, right? The Glycine Airman. And this went on 2 missions, Gemini 5 and Gemini 11. So this thing has been out of space. This particular watch, and that's not talked about. Historic, like this was the first watch with a 24-hour dial. Well, let me see. Let's see if I can get this. Yeah. Look at that. 24-hour dial on this piece. Yeah, Montrose strap. I had to get that red. I know, and I didn't do it because Kevin Leary likes red. No, I mean, if Kevin Leary want to get one of these, he needs to step his game up, man. Because I got you, man. I got the Montrose strap on there, bro. You see that? You're playing with me, boy. I'm just joking, y'all. But realistically, when it comes to companies like Invicta, they are not doing it. And as old as Invicta is, right, that is unacceptable because they are in a realm where you have micro brand watches. You got companies like Nomadic, they don't have history. They're bringing it. This watch was based on an historic what was that darn thing? It was Northern. Hold up. I'm gonna bring it up because I'm forgetting the details. Give me a second. Because I think it happened like in 1914 or something like that. It's like an expedition. What's it, the Great Expedition? Oh crap. I'm trying to pull up their website. I might have to abandon this because I'm not finding it. Why? I can't find it. All right. While I pull that up, let me take this down real quick. I'm paying that. Good morning. What's up, Bob? Bob Corn is in the building. Hey, Bob. I didn't go to Starbucks, but I'm having a coffee on your behalf. Bob sent me a very funny picture of no matter how big the snow was, he was still getting his Starbucks. I feel you, man. Like, look, that's what it is, bro. I'm with you on that one. Okay, I'm already in the circle. Join the team, Nomadic Watches, which is a watch company that I highly recommend if you into that type of stuff. I like it. All right, the watch features. Hold up, I know it goes into the story. Tourist is an Irish word meaning journey or expedition. That's why they call it the tourist. That's what this is right here. You see it at the 6 o'clock. All right, that's what it was. Ernest Shackleton. Look up the story about Ernest Shackleton. This dude was a madman, bro. Like he took like his ship, his crew got stuck in ice. Glaciers crushed the whole ship, broke the ship down. They were out there for like, was it a year, over a year, just out there in the ice. They had dogs with them, and you already know survival of the fittest, man. So like it was when you look at the story again. I challenge anybody that really want to know the story. And I just did that example because they don't have history. They're bringing their own. What's up, Ben 10? What's going on, bro? 500, way too much. Hold up. Watchmen, yeah, 50K on the race team. And yeah, again, that's their main focus is he's in the business of making money. So I look at it. I know that term. I really don't like using that term, playing devil's advocate, but like y'all get it. From his perspective, like he's a businessman, so like I can see him saying, "Hey, I don't owe you guys anything. I don't owe you an explanation. I don't owe you anything. This is my family business, and that's what I want to keep it at." So piss off with your concerns, your whines, your cries, and stuff like that. And that's what I want to encourage people is like, if he say that, I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he is. I'm just thinking from the way the business is going, that's what he's saying. Right? That's what it feels like he's saying. I can say this. Turn off the TV. Change the station. And that I will say that even about watch reviewers, because you may come across a watch review on YouTube that you do not agree with. You think he's trash or her or whatever the case is. I've even seen some very nasty things said about these people that put their talents on live or in content form on YouTube. You can easily do this. Swipe. It's as easy. Go past. Just go past, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to, like, I would just recommend that you don't waste your time and energy, because your time is precious, you know. And I know I've heard that from multiple YouTubers is, you know, you're spending your most valuable time, which is, you know, well, your most valuable asset, which is your time. I'm sure Invicta's regretting trying to go digital. Oh, gosh, I don't know why they did that. That was crazy. People were asking for an Invicta smartwatch back in the day, and they were asking for this. They was asking for digital 6 years ago. AL said he would never do it, and he came out with it. I'm wearing my JLC Polaris Chrono again today. What's on your wrist? I have my first watch of the year, and it's actually called the first. It was built right here in Indiana by the Kokomo Watch Company right here. Boom, there we go. Can we let's put a pause on the whole Invicta talk and reviewers and stuff like that, and I want to talk about something. So this right here, this watch, I've had this watch on for the past few days since I've had it. Now, it has the essence of a dive watch, but then if you look at this, man, matter of fact, I don't know if you guys have ever seen it is a Longines timepiece. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. It's on. I'm gonna just go to Jake's website. I'm gonna go over to Trifecta, and I highly recommend anybody that has never been over to Trifecta to go over there. So if you've seen the paid promotion in there, this watch I did not pay for. This was given to me, and I'm gonna tell you why. Just bear with me. So I'm over on Jake's website right now. We're going to Longines, right? So hold on, let's do this. Let's flip the camera. This right here is Longines. I'm trying to look. Oh, let me see. Where is? Nope. I'm looking for the particular watch. And I know some people are like, yo, I really dig that. Now, Longines is not a company that gives a lot of discounts, but there are times where somebody will trade in a watch, and he does have pre-owned. So there we go. So let's look at that. Y'all see that? Inspiration? I just wanted to bring that up because that bezel is crazy. Oh, let's flip it back around on me because I'm having a hard time trying to focus and do all that other stuff. Yes, so this is what they came up with. This is the design that they made. This has an NH38 in it, regulated from Kokomo, California dial, and it's sandwiched. And then look at the crown. I said at the end, it's knurled just like the bezel, but it looks like a diamond, if you will. But then it's to see it in person, it's big, like a IWC pilot, like that big date. It's like it's a huge crown for this watch, and it has like this brushing. Like, look at that, man! It's so silky smooth right there. And this is, I'm gonna tell you what I thought was a real nice touch, real subtle. Y'all see? Hold up. Y'all see the Kokomo anvil, man? And then on the back of this thing, you have, hold up. I'm gonna flip it around so y'all can see it right. Sorry. Let's see if I can get this thing focused on it. Boom, there we go. Kokomo Watch Company. City of the First. 765 feet. Serial number 1124. Ooh, does that say 3D out of 40? Like as in Trapvision 3D? Yeah, you know what I'm saying, boy? This thing wears amazingly well. It's so comfortable. I went to sleep in it. The loom is amazing. I don't have a loom shot. I will do an actual video on this one. I just want to enjoy it for a minute. I want to just look at it and marvel at it. And the reason why I have that watch is because on, has it been 5 days? On the 2nd of this, this year, this month, I hit 3,000 subscribers. A lot of you guys congratulated me on different channels. You guys came by Facebook, on Instagram. You guys were like, yo, Trap, man, you doing it, man. That's great. Awesome, amazing, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yes. But I went down to Kokomo because it's no secret that I inquired about creating my own design, right? I want to have a watch out there, something that I can come, that my interpretation of what I would like to see on my wrist as well as yours. I asked them what would it take to do that. They gave it to me straight, and we'll see. You may see something come from Trapvision next year, as soon as next year. But before I left that meeting, they presented me with this. They said, congratulations on hitting 3K. And I was like, well, I was done. So this is where they come in. If you can. Now, the last time I checked, they did tell me when I walked out their office on the 4th, whenever it was, 3rd, they had 6 more of these watches. And you know what's crazy? They didn't advertise. People in the community knew that they were making a watch, and they made 40 of these things, and they only got 6 left after this one that I got. There's 6 left. So I didn't put a link down there, but you can go to KokomoWatchCompany.com and tell them I sent you over there. That's my card with everything. And this is the Kokomo Watch Company. Congrats on 3K. And y'all know since that, today is the 7th. And do y'all know I woke up yesterday, 3,500 subscribers. So for you guys that are subscribing and liking the videos, you're liking your boy, what I'm talking about, thank you so much, man. Your boy, hold on, let me put my watch back on. Your boy is, I'm on a high, man. 2025 has started out to be an amazing year. Let's see. Let me get back to. I'm gonna catch up with the comments. $3,200 for no watch. Ben 10 wearing date just 41 and long jeans Zulu time OM. Ooh. So you double wristed. The Montage Prestige I got was priced at $149. It's a homage to Jacob Cole Dragon design, but it's not what I thought it would be. I don't like. So that's my thing, Watch man. Is they didn't consider. Man. Why? Like, do you not know that your collectors are online? And is that the best you're gonna do for us, man? At least when you're looking at companies like San Martin, they are paying homage to to models that are sought after by people that want the design, right? A Jacob and Co. style watch. Some people bought that watch, bro, to support their favorite watch brand. There's so many people that support Invicta and what they do. I supported Invicta and what they did, man. Case in point, look, that's how my channel started, talking about Invicta. And how can I get behind a company that is doing that to us? It's not just y'all doing that to us. And you like what you like. And there was a question, and I always like to answer your questions. A few of you guys that are new asked, how can you support Invicta as a brand? That's rubbish. Their watches are rubbish. Well, I can say this. You are entitled to how you feel about any watch company, anything that they put out. I was a firm believer in what they put out because it was at a reasonable price. The community is amazing, and that was that. I liked the watch. I actually like this one. I knew the writing was on the wall with Invicta because they wasn't coming out with fresh designs that I would gravitate to. This is something I like. I absolutely like that. Weird oval donut shape, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever. UFO, I like that. And I need to see more of that. I don't need to see you water down your company. I feel many watches discussed here are too plain for my taste. I prefer the styling of Invictus. See, there you go. At its core. Did you get your shipments through Canada? Postal strike is over. Is it over? I didn't know it was over. I love the Polaris. I want to go in depth in the JLC. But the price is low. The Grand Diver Ocean Gold, San Loop. I said San Loop. Loop, Helios, Venom, and the S1 to know are collectors of themselves. Yeah, they are. Christopher White. One thing I noticed is Invicta keeps adding subpar watches to their Instagram all the time. They look watered down. I don't believe anyone is asking for these models. They're not. I love to know cases. I have a fair to know, and I love it. Cool Watch Tribe, you are good for local support. Christopher, which ones do you mean? Wearing a Venom Cobra open heart model 43914, nothing like it anywhere. Ordered the Aragon Mystery Watch, the all black ceramic. Got my fingers crossed. Good morning, Jay Jones. What's going on? 20 degrees here today, man, bro. Yeah, it's snowed here. Something. We still got people crashing out here too. Some of the streets hadn't been plowed yet. Okay. This is not going to be an hour show. I can tell you that, because we at the hour. I want to get through some of this stuff. I want to get through some of this stuff. Now, as far as, like I said, I'm gonna just take this and I'm gonna leave it on because I don't want to pick on the whole Invicta thing or whatever. But it has to be said by me because I've supported the brand for so long. Don't like the direction at all. I really don't. And it's lackluster. It is watered down. And I see that Invicta every other commercial on YouTube, when I'm looking through people's videos and stuff like that, I do let the commercials play out just so they can get those little pennies or whatever it is. I watch it. I do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a business, and I understand it because I get paid off of that type of stuff, right? So I'd like to do, do people how I like to be treated, even if I get treated like whatever. I'm still going to do that. That's just the way I was raised. But I'm seeing that Invicta, and they're not even utilizing Ryan. Ryan, not only Ryan, but Jay Z. Those two were like the goats of Invicta marketing, Invicta inclusion. Those two, and they were actually alley-ooped the ball by like some amazing people. There have always been a TV show host that presented the brand well, right? Not Al, Wayne from Aragon. He used to be on Home Shopping Networks to where he kind of got drowned out. He's doing his own thing, and now he's doing great. I would love to sit and talk to Wayne just like to see how great business is. But moving forward, there are too many options out here. And this is why I don't. I say I want to leave it alone now because there are too many other options, and I could just turn the channel. It is a. It's a herder, it's a letdown because I've invested so much time. I've met some amazing people. That's the one thing about watches and horology as a whole. We can all agree on this one thing. Even if you hate the watch that somebody's showing on the screen or it doesn't resonate with you, you guys wouldn't be here right now if you didn't appreciate horology and the companies that's bringing you forth all these pieces. Can we all agree on this one thing? That neither one of us can control what this thing is recording, what it's displaying right now. We can't control it. We can't. However, we can marvel at whatever the creation is, whatever the rendition or the model. This may not be your jam, but to some people, they see a little bit of Rolex in there. They see a little bit of PRX. This was supposed to be the PRX killer, but like it just took on its own identity with some of the brands. And dude, that's all I'm gonna say is, please, how they said, drink responsibly. You have to be responsible with your choices, even the places that you go to for your watch content. Oh, Ramon, what's going on? Welcome in. Let's see. Let's bet how long the show goes on after Trap says goodbye. Get out of here, Bob. And I'm not even gonna say it now. Snow here in the DMV is pretty heavy too. Yeah, I saw who posted something. I'm trying to think, who was that? Oh, Mr. 10 Watch Tony, man. He was walking. Looked like he was walking through Alaska to his car. Jay Jones in the building. All right. Hi, Oscar. My dad's name was Oscar. Great name. Oh, okay. Didn't know that. All right. So, getting back to, actually, let's get back to this. Predictions, reviews. All right. So, reviewing the watch. I hope I'm going to pull up 2 watches. Yeah. This one right here is, like I said, this is the Invicta R150. So you can kind of get a look at the construction of this watch. I mean, it's a nod to the old school with that rotor, because that's how, Invicta had done it years ago. Has sort of that, like, the octagonal design, square circle to no shape. This watch should have had a name. The European Diver, or I don't know, they should have gave this something other than just the R150. And then look at that coin edge bezel, man. And hello. Yeah, this watch was done right. It came in 2 different sizes, a 46 millimeter and a 52 millimeter. Now, let me see how thick, how tall this thing is. 17.4. They be saying on here, this is a chunky monkey. That's what it looks like on the wrist. Now I don't go about sometimes. I mean, I'll find out later, but like sometimes I don't go and see what watch looks like another. Like what elements did a watch company take? I don't put that much research into it. If I see the watch online, I see it. I'm like, oh, I like that. I'm gonna get it. And then there's times where like if you look at it, sort of has that. It does have the integrated bracelet design on it. Don't know where the design comes from. I don't know if Invicta's ever done that before, but I'm sure that it was inspired by something, possibly. I don't care though. I don't care. And this was a gift to me anyway, man. So, shout out to my man Ryan for fixing me up with this. Yo, favorite couple was in the building. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Your favorite celebrities is gracing. Now, anytime we have Brown Girl Bella in here, all right, we got your favorite couple. Anytime we have uh, YouTubers come in, man, I'm always excited about that because they're content creators as well. Anybody that's a content creator in this building, that's in here right now, thank you so much because you are creative just like me. And you're gracing me with your time. I appreciate that. Our Invicta watches serious watches. I never wanted one since they were sold on TV shopping networks. 8 sold 7 PRS. Yes, they are. They're very, very serious watches. They were designed to allow the typical watch collector, right? Get into some Swiss made stuff or Swiss movement watches, giving you like cutting out the middleman, going directly to the wherever they distribute it from to your house or to your wrist, right? You to enjoy it, and they're always outside of the parameters of your what they call normal watch. So the term boring was used in here earlier, right? So this right here, this would not appeal to some people because, like, if you look at it, this one has a vibe of like Rolex and what's the other company, Grand Seiko, like that black ice or Birchwood, if you will. This is a boring watch to some people because it's not enough going on. Okay, we got the 12, 9, 3, 6. It ain't doing it for me. But something like this, you're like, yo, what is that? I like that because it's different. And that's what Invicta it was always been. Very different. Marketing, look at their branding on this thing. Just like Nike. But they didn't do it like Nike. So when you see Home Shopping Networks, yes, because Home Shopping Networks actually has Shop HQ used to sell Rolex, pre-owned Rolex. Right now, they have over 70 brands on Shop HQ right now. I can't remember what the first, like A through Z. I'm trying to think of a watch that starts with, but I know Zeno is the last watch, which I was looking at Zeno. I didn't even know that brand. I just going through their listing. So yes, to answer your question, yes, Invicta is a very serious watch. They do have crazy ratings. They do have AR coating on watches. They do use sapphire in some of their watches, but the other one is what they call flame fusion, and that's basically a mineral crystal that has been treated with sapphire, if you will. I don't know how that works. I don't know how. I'm not a chemist. I have no idea how they do that. Right? That would be nice if they ran that process or just told us. But I don't know. Anybody that knows how flame fusion actually is created, let us know. But I don't know. But yes, they do have the same thing as other watches, screw down crowns. This one water resistant to 1,000 meters. This one has a 28-24 movement on the inside. ETA. So yeah, this very serious watch. Very serious. JJ, because Trap is on everything. He said Trap, a Seiko hat, oh no. You already know what it is, bro. I bought the ETA 28-24 Sabacco from Resync. I'm happy with it. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters, though. I heard the muggers are asking tourists to stand over subway grates where it's warmer before they mug them. Good night. New York is crazy right now. New York is, man, wow. 20 degrees. It's about 25 degrees here today. The shopping networks takes the seriousness off of products. Yeah, they do. Just got my first deep blue and got it from Shop HQ first time. Thanks to you. Great deal. Angry Asian. I'm telling you, that is the man. Y'all, I can't say enough, man. This is, call it a review if you want. Deep blue. If you are a fan of dive watches, and I hate that they don't make aviation pieces anymore, because I've seen some aviation pieces from Air Blue, just a division of Deep Blue. Now, it's nothing fancy, no frills and thrills about that movement, right? But it works actually. If you look at the overall theme, high polish on the back, you got some lettering, and then you have the deep blue. It's mechanical. It gives that beauty on the top and machine on the bottom. It's just like when you look at if you a Corvette owner, if you love cars, right? Some people dress their engines up. Some people just keep it plain, man. Keep it like, yo, keep it simple. Stupid. That whole KISS method, right? This deep blue is one of the, man, and then the price. That's the crazy thing, man. It's like we talking movements. Let's talk movements. You got Miyota, you got Etta, and I say Etta slash Salida because it's the exact same movement, right? And then you have companies like Jacob and Co. that's building crazy movements to make some of the stuff work in their watches, man. And all the companies, like Patek, that are doing their own. And then that's the exception. Those are beautiful things to look at. Comes with a price though. But for those people that's like, yo, I want a watch that just like really wows me. I only got a couple $100. There you go, right there. This was $100. $100, and this thing gets 1,000 meters, and it gets sapphire crystal, and it got AR coating, and it got a loom. That this thing should be in Loom Wars. The loom on this is ridiculous. Where's great, man? Quit playing with me, man. Deep blue, and I got in that red, man. I bet you Kevin O'Leary's red ain't as red as this one. He ain't got that right there. Eat your heart out, sir. Yeah, that right there. Hold up, man. Wait a minute. I got a deep blue. When it's almost like breaking teeth, man. The thing is just like, oh man. No play, because this watch don't play. So you picked up a deep blue, good job, man. Hold up, man. I want y'all to see. Just look at the deep, man. Look at that, man. Look at that abalone dial, bro. Sign crown. It doesn't glow. I said 300 meters. I'm sorry. I said 1,000 meters. It's 1,000 feet. Japanese movement, sapphire crystal. This thing, man, once it hits the sunlight, the sunlight hits it, it's lights out. It's lights out. I'm telling you. That's a great watch. That's a great watch. Hey, I do want to say this too. I bought, for those that don't know the Doxa watch group, Doxa company, I bought this Pagani design, right? Just to see, like, man, I really want to experience this. That's one, like, the ultimate thing about buying a homage piece for a low price, man. Because this watch, if I was to go get the real thing, it'll set me back, what, $2,000? And I don't think, hold on, let me seeing if I can find $2,000 just hanging around somewhere. I ain't got it. But you know what I'm saying? Like this one right here, this was $85 during that Black Friday. Now, granted, great watch, feels good. The bezel action is nope. It may sound good to you, but it's a lot of play. But it's okay. It's okay. Because it mimics the actual watch. It mimics it. Hold on. Now, this one doesn't have a date on it. And the loom is okay. It's okay. Ain't nothing to write home about. But look at that. Ooh, that's sapphire. Yeah, that's sapphire, though. Yeah, this is cool, man. It's a cool looking watch. Bracelet does it. Right now, this watch is $129. You can't see the movement, but it's NH38 on here, no date. So you don't have that ghost position stuff going on. I think it's cool. Man, I'll tell you this. If you really like the Doxa design and you know that you're not going to buy a Doxa, I would tell you to go get the San Martin version. Unless you say, man, I really don't like, because I think the San Martin version is a little more. I think that was closer to 200, if not 200. And you may not want, like, because this one will drop price. It'll hit you at the $85 mark, and I think it's well worth it, just for that design. Let me get back to the chat real quick. The weather, I can handle it for a few days. Hey, everyone, Watch Junkie in the building. What's going on? I wish I got the larger size San one several years ago, but it was in gold only. Oh, okay. They was out of the 44, but a 40 GMT for 129. How could you not? Yeah, you got a good deal. That's a great deal. 129. That's what I'm saying. And you like to watch. It's colder than a polar bear's toenail. Think about Outcast when you said that. Weather temp drops expeditiously. All right, T.I. You crazy. Fred uses some Salida 300 movements. Wind like that. The wind is brutal. Gotta get a ski mask. Yeah, the red strap is nice. Thank you. The watch is fire. Those deep blues. Yeah. Let me see. Those deep blue, other than nice dial, I like, man. That one was $100. That one was. The ice and snow canceled deliveries for yesterday. I'm just milking the clock, trying to stay warm. Brown truck just dropped a Hybrid Fusion. Uh-oh, somebody got a new watch. The C-Stern version of the Doxa is fire. Yeah, the C-Stern. C-Stern is, man, I mess with them heavy, man. If you find them, just tell me. I will go collect them too. C-Stern is legit, man. C-Stern is, yeah, that's it. Okay, so just for reference, and where we at, an hour and 17 minutes, I am about to end the show today. Bob, time me on this one, bro. Time me on this one. Let's see how long it takes, Trap, to really end the show. For me, and it just is my honest opinion. When I mention watch reviewers and the reviews on there, I respect reviewers for their opinions and stuff like that. But I believe a lot of cases they are comparing this watch to what a higher quality watch would be, right? If you take a homage company like this and you're comparing it to the actual, how close can it come to that one? I think about what does it take for a company to actually put a brand out, put a watch out at a reasonable price, right? Because the whole reason why you go to homage is because the real one, thousands, hundreds of thousands at times, man. So if you like, for example, if you like Protect, right? Oh yeah, you're going homage. You're going homage. Now there's that thing where it's like when you see somebody that wear Jordans, right? But then you see at the flea market they got Air on it. If you bought Air instead of Jordans, yeah, you're gonna get talked about, in certain circles. Unless you're an older person. If you're younger, you're 25 through 33, and you come in there with those Air flea markets, oh man, you about to get roasted. So that's the same thing with watches. People like, oh, is that a Rolex? No, it's not a Rolex. Oh no, this is a Pagani. And they're like, And you could be one of those that's embarrassed by that and get out of here. It's a flea or something. I said flea. Net. Be embarrassed. Or you can say, you didn't buy it. It's on my wrist, sucker. But it's all up to you. Let's see. Oscar, I hope you find one, bro. I saw one on eBay recently. Not sure if it's still there. Start the timers. Ladies and gentlemen, start your timers. Bob, he will be on for another hour. I will not be on for another hour. You're on the hunt, okay? It's nothing like hunting. Yo, Monk, welcome in, brother. Yep, Monk came in, so I got to at least give him at least 2 or 3 minutes. know what I'm saying? What's up, everybody? Welcome month in, man. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I'm not ending yet. We had 23 people in here, man. If you hadn't hit that thumbs up, man, go ahead and hit that thing. All you gotta do is tap the screen if you're on a touchable device or something like that. You know, I gotta watch what you say on the internet. If you're on a device, your cell phone, something like that, and you have a touch screen, go ahead and tap that. I could just see somebody coming back saying something inappropriate. A lot of people on social media are childish, including me. My in-laws bought me a Rolex from the street for $25. Uh, oh, okay, okay. Darth, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. How you doing? Let's get back on Archie's, man. Time constraints, brother. Oh, Oscar, get him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you. Hold up. Hold up. I gotta like that. All right. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, so going forward, I do I do respect reviewers, but I think sometimes it's almost as if they're out of touch with there is a base of people out there that like those watches. And that's a gem to them. But again, it's their review, so they're entitled to say and feel the way they want to, you know. And I think this is very hard being a watch reviewer in this climate because you have a number of people that are saying, "Hey, listen, you're not going to tear a watch down because a company gave it to you. What do you look like? You're inclined to say something good about that watch, even though you think it's dog poop." Again, I'm gonna tell you this: this was gifted to me, right? This was gifted to me for hitting 3K, which again was crazy. And 2 days after that, I'm at 3,500. Man, that's crazy. But that's neither here nor there. Does this watch do it for you? Possibly not. It's possibly like, yo, I'll pass on that, and that's okay. That is okay. I look at it, and I love the design language that they hit because this thing has a number of things that I like, right? And it's just, I don't know, it's just more of the thought for me, man. So this is a very sentimental piece. There are some watches that just hit. This is a heirloom. This is like out. This will never go anywhere. And granted, I don't tackle or go after 38 millimeter timepieces. However, I will if I like the design. You know, I doubt that I'll ever go down to a 36 unless it's like a Casio, a little digital piece. But as far as a watch is concerned, I'm thinking about an Explorer or a Datejust or something like that. I wouldn't go to the 36, 37, but I could, depending, right? But I like this because this is about the same size as my my Tissot heritage piece. But this one this means a lot to me, man. And again, Kokomo blessed me with this watch, man, for something I love doing. And this is what I was talking to a collector last night, and this collector reiterated how much fun it looks like I'm having when I'm doing this, and I absolutely love doing this. Like right now, my voice is kind of, you know, that's because of the cold weather. I was out there shoveling snow, so I kind of got the, you know what I'm saying? What are the most desirable affordable movements? Are Chinese movements PT 5000 any good? So here's the deal. I mentioned this to my watchmakers, right? A couple of my watchmakers friends, and they are not fans of the PT 5000. They are not fans. They recommend that you either go Miyota or NH35 or your Swiss counterparts, like Solita, whatever. Like in the long run, the PT 5000, based on what I was told, right? Because I don't have any experience in that department, it's no good. It's not one that, you know, that's going to last the test of time, possibly. So, and this is coming from watchmakers, so I'm inclined to listen to them over a reviewer. So, I got my Starbucks this morning. Use my own mug, save 10 cents. I'm saving up these dimes for a new watch. I should have enough by 2050. Oh my gosh. Bob, something's really wrong with you. Something's really wrong with you. Bob, you can buy any watch you want at any time. How you know what this? Get out his pockets, Jay Jones, because you buying watches at any time. All right, I'm just going through. Let me see. All right, so and I have to prove Jay Jones wrong and not be on for an hour. All hydrocarbon original. Ooh, Beast of Submariner. Any time of the day, year, and millennium. I'm not familiar with that, Chris. I am not familiar with that. Hold on. The ball hydro. I might be on for another hour messing with. I'm not gonna be on for an hour. I ain't think about. Is it the GMT? Did you say GMT or the original ball hydro? Just show me the watch. What it look like. Engineer. Oh, okay. Here we go. Close. Get out of here. No. So I see the GMT. Ooh. That is okay, they got a hydrocarbons, and I'm going to show you guys here in a second. I'm going to show you so you can see. That is what I pulled up on Ball's website. That is what I pulled up. But that other one is submarine warfare. Is that the one? Take another coffee and stay more. You crazy. Ball can't be in the same defense as Rolex. They are nice and a Chinese-owned company, but they aren't in Rolex league. Challenge. Okay, so let me ask you this: do you think? Let's talk about that real quick. Do you think does Omega beat out Rolex? And I'm gonna tell you this. Let me just say this. This is based off of my research and the conversations I've had or heard of. That Omega will be a better fit than a Rolex as far as the Submariner is concerned because of the design. It has more character and it can be had a lot cheaper than the old plain boring Submariner. Because when we talk Rolex, I mean there's so many different Rolex models. Like I think we have to be specific in what models that we're tackling here, right? Because Submariner's the number one, I guess that the default, if you will. But then you have the Yachtmaster, you got the Datejust. I was watching wrestling last night, and what's that comedian, the fluffy, the fat guy? I can't think his name. He was on WWE last night, and he had on that Rolex with the celebration. Is that what it's called? With the balloons and stuff on it? He had that on last night. I think that watch, I actually have a homage to that watch too. All right, Trap, did you watch the Jack Mason review blog? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yep. No, go to the original. Oh, it's the name? Oh, okay. Sorry. All right, hold on, y'all. Being spammed to death. hydrocarbon.
Some of them, you put this
Come on.
part in, it's good. And if you do this part, this part.
You talking about this one? That's what pops up.
I get that. Now, you're.
That's what pops up.
But there are some that look like that, but they're clipped.
He said Ball had some controversy during the election. I know we don't talk politics, just saying. Really, what controversy? Is curious. Okay, in the house. Gabrielle. I had the Seamaster Pro like that. I have a Submariner no date. Omega got sold at a loss. The Rolex isn't going anywhere. Okay. Enthusiasts always say the sub is most iconic, but in my opinion, dang it, get out of here. To the most non-watch people, which is the majority of people. The fluted bezel Datejust is the most iconic. Yeah. I had the exact same too. I do like the titanium No Time to Die Omega though. Also Constellation line. Yes. Black dial, black bezel. Omega is getting overpriced. Okay, I'm gonna ask you guys this because it's two different designs. Omega is completely different than Rolex, but there now we can talk alternatives. Is there a watch right now that you think combats the Rolex Submariner? I'm gonna start with Submariner first, and then we can talk about the Datejust. But because is it just me, or does it feel that when we're making these choices, we're basing it on the history and the price of the watch? Now there are some that feel that any Rolex should not be as much as they are, and especially one that sticks out, the chronograph. That should not be the price that it is right now. Right, because you have some, and this is an actual debate that goes. It's an age-old debate on YouTube, Instagram, in person. It's an age-old debate, because there's some people that say, hey, look at Wrist Unwound, right? Tyree just did a whole, and I don't know if you guys caught that. Man, this guy, I was crying laughing. This man did a state of the collection I've never seen in my life on YouTube. It's like 10 series. It's a series. I've never seen a series of state of collection videos done where he breaks down 150 watches, mostly Timex. He got a couple Seikos, but Timex, and he'll tell you I'll talk Timex over Rolex. And I'm gonna say this, man, that dude has some fire in there. Had me looking at and I have three Timexes in my collection. The digital, my dad's Timex, and then my Coca-Cola. But is there an alternative? Is there a watch company out there that will combat the iconic design, right? I don't think like marketing wise, there's no other watch that's going. It's impossible because we see that Rolex has the market share on lock. But in the ball, I think the ball is amazing. But I don't know what my choice, honestly, for me, as far as a sub is concerned, I'll stick to companies like Glycine, Squale, crap. Even my Invicta Pro Diver, man, like these. But I can't use that one because that's a homage, but something that is a sub outside of that. And then I'll get into the date. I don't have a lot of Datejust style watches though. I'm gonna say Hamilton. I'm gonna just go Hamilton on that one. If I'm going in that realm. I have the exact same. I do like the titanium No Time. Okay, I read that, man. Sandeep, good afternoon. Yo, what's going on, Sandeep? Welcome in. Panerai submersible is over the best divers out there. The bezel is so good. Totally. I didn't think about that. I don't know why I didn't think about that one. Yeah, that one. Trap, did you like the Blue Omega Moonwatch with Move Anime on the back? Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, I do. Timex Expedition. Yep. Yeah, even if I had a Seamaster, my kids would sell my watches at a yard sale and I passed for a $5 watch. I want to buy a Rolex Datejust chocolate face with diamonds. Do you think I should buy? That's what you want. It's just a matter of finding one at a price that you're willing to pay. That's the thing, man. I don't know if this prediction holds true or not, but you know, this year, well, I'm gonna say this: the mode that the average collector or enthusiast that I've seen so far are scaling back on buying. They're doing some accessorizing, and if they do go for a watch, it's the one that they really want. So my say really doesn't have that much weight, I guess, but I would tell you if that's something that you really, really like, right? Because I've done this before. I would say go for the price. I just saw Mark from Long Island. He bought a manga style Casio. He paid more than what the retail value of the watch is, but he liked it. So I would say go for it, bro. If you can find it. Start with it. P simple day just who are you trying to impress? Ball doesn't make movements. They're used off the shelf to be top tier diver. You gotta have your own movement. Rolex makes the best. Panerai also has excellent in-house movements. Yeah, but you paying for that. You paying for that in-house though. You paying for the in-house, and you're paying for the upkeep and the maintenance of that. So I mean, yeah, I think there's a lot to think about when you're talking about, like what's the best versus, like you could say what's the best affordable, in that area. But then again, I mean, the history of Rolex, its heritage may not mean much to people, to some people. And one of the arguments is they feel that Rolex is just, it's hype. It's all hype. It doesn't compare into other watches that are lesser, that are putting out good product. So I don't know, man. I like that one. The in-house movement is a great thing to have. It's very unique, and it kind of just shows off. It flexes that muscle. It does flex a muscle. Let's be honest. It flexes a muscle. Like, hey, this is what I have. Other watch companies don't do that. You have to buy off the shelf. But there's a lot of companies that did that, right? Who was doing that in the beginning? Patek company was making movements for, matter of fact, it was Ball. I think Ball never made their own movements ever in history. I don't believe, as far as what I know, they've always bought or had somebody else do it. And I think Cartier was like that too. Cartier will buy movements, but they were more like, hey, this is our design. I need you to put this movement. I need to buy some movements. So I don't know. My wife bought me a sub and I like it. It's nice, but the watch itself is so copied it doesn't feel special. And wearing it compared to the Seamaster Omega is built different. It feels great. That's a perspective. I have the Datejust Chocolate 41 two-tone, no diamonds. It's amazing. I'll never sell it. Probably my favorite watch. Go for it. It's amazing. I think Black Palm 50 Fathoms can stand toe-to-toe with Black Palm released small size 50 Fathoms that I believe will compete. Okay. You might be right, Jay Jones. Shut up, Jay Jones. Get out of here. Okay, cool. Whatever. Hold on, I disagree. They modify and do have proprietary movements. Rolex did that with the Daytona. The movements came from Zenith. That was true. It still wasn't popular either. People wasn't really feeling it. That's funny, man. Like, that's so funny that the Daytona was like I ain't gonna say the scourge of watches, but like people just wasn't gravitating to it, man. Like 2020 was like the year of Daytona. That was a year that price shot up it was crazy. That thing went up to like 53 grand. I got my Vostok delivered today. Ordered them in early November. God, dog. Sheesh. Wow, that's a long time. But it's you know what? I shouldn't be surprised. I know some collectors that happened too. Shoot, how long did I wait for my 2 months? I think it was 2 months. I ordered my Zellos last into the 2023. It was like the 27th, I think it was the 27th of November, and I didn't get that watch until like that first week of February. My other son-in-law only wears the Apple Watch. He loves it. Watch junkie. It's a perfect watch, super comfortable, thin, under the radar. Dial is beautiful in the sun. Jubilee bracelet, so comfortable. Trap, have you seen the Omega deep dive? Yes, I have. Yes. And I saw. I actually went to go see the demonstration because on the actual dial in Loom, it was here. Oh, like it's something on the dial that was like a stab at Rolex because it's a deeper dive than the Rolex Deep Sea. And that's flex, bro. That's a flex. I was listening to actual conversation this morning on YouTube that watch companies are going to, some of the big name brands are going to a thinner watch. They're going smaller. Well, thinner. Not so much smaller, but thinner. Yeah, I have to say, as far as like the luxury brands, and I know there's some people that said that Rolex isn't really a luxury watch, but man, at 10 grand, yeah, that's. Hold on, let me say this: a subby, about $14,000, depending. Even I went to Moyer's to find a pre-owned sub in there. They had the Starbucks, they had a Kermit, they had the Hulk. The Hulk sold those things 18 grand, some of them 23 for pre-owned. And I have to be 100% honest. I just love the design language of a submariner. I just do. That's why I have a couple of subs, homage pieces. But dive watch wise, going back to that Panerai, very very unique design. They do have in house, but I will personally rather take the other movements that they use because I have to keep that thing maintenance, man. And I'd much rather spend the money on a Valjoux than the in-house, man, because that's going to... I think about that stuff, man. It's just like your car, bro. Like, you take your car and keep it maintained and pretty and oiled up. You take your watch in for repair after the 5 years, you're like, okay, you got it. This is your service, this is your bill. You look like $2,500. Yeah. Hey, I recommend even who was it, Chris or whoever wanted to buy that Datejust. If you get it, if you buy that watch and you can maintain it, but if you know it's gonna be a struggle, man, you better put you a maintenance fund up. $25 every paycheck. Put that thing up for the next 5 years. So when you do have to get it sent in, you can go right to that account, pull out that watch. Pull that money out, send it out there, and you got the money, easy peasy. So if they say, hey, it's gonna cost you $3,500 to get your watch fixed, you're like, oh, I got that. There you go. That's all I'm gonna say. You're gonna do this, man. Let's talk about it all. You know what I'm saying? Maintenance of these watches are. I got to get out of here before the hour just to prove a point. Just to prove a point. 8-year warranty. Yeah, I like that. That's another thing I like about Longines too. And that's Longines. Let me ask you guys this: do you guys agree that Longines is one of the best or the greatest brands that's the in between It's not on the low end, but it's not so much on the high end, but it's obtainable. It's just like, it's right there. It's right there. And then I'm gonna tell you another one that has great history that I will buy on the secondary market because it drops, it falls off a cliff, man. Is that Breitling? If you're gonna go, you know what I'm saying, like name brand, big brand. If you want to go big luxury, that's just my personal. What you guys think? Holden, what's up? I went out and bought 3 Invictus Subaquanomas for just 150, just so I could take them apart, take the value, and build other watches. Yeah, that is super smart, bro. Hey, I'm with you on that one. That's cold. I like that. Yeah, that's dope. Hey, Trap, you're not going to make it. I am. Like Ferrari, Lambo, BMW. Mm-hmm. And you're talking to me. You just named some cars that, man, maintenance on them suckers. Hey, what car was that? Oh my gosh. Oh, looking at the Bugatti, the Veyron, or the Chiron. I don't care. Take your pick, dude. What was the tune-up on that thing? Like 50,000. I think it's like 50 grand for that tune-up on that car. Tires is like 10,000 or something. I think it was probably more than that, but I know the tune-up. I was looking online. It was like 50 grand for a tune-up on that car. But you know what's crazy? Of all the sports cars, Lamborghini is actually, well, it's still expensive in comparison, but it's not as expensive as some of the other brands. You can maintain it. I mean, you can get a set of tires for a Lambo for $1,200, depending on where you go. But we have a tire warehouse here, and you gotta, like, I'm in a district right now where like they got Lamborghinis out here and Ferraris. I wouldn't recommend it because Indianapolis still, I don't care. You have to stay in a certain area because potholes are serious, boy. That'll be the end of a Lamborghini hit a pothole. That car would die. That car will straight die. Apple just sent me a message. iPad battery low. Considering in the traps. You too. No, but I'm speaking about the watches. Yeah. I know. Yeah, I get you. All right, so I'm gonna shut down right there. Hour and 47 minutes. I didn't hit the 2-hour mark that somebody said I was gonna do. I'm done. I'm finished. So with that being said, hey, thank you guys for being here. If you liked the content, if you want to go back and check out some content that I've done, if you made it this far, go check out some of my other videos, man. And if you like it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If not, recommend me to your family. They may love me. Who knows? I don't know. I will see you guys on the next episode. We don't know when I'm going to go live again, but I will be talking about this watch in detail. All right? I'll be talking about this watch in detail. I'll even get a word from the people that actually designed this watch. Okay? All right. I'm out of here. Thank you guys for watching, man. Y'all be blessed. Be safe. Aha, Jay Jones. I made it.